pick out a few bits to talk about. So let's bring you in a little bit so we get everything in frame. There we go. So I decided on this Bible that I would decorate the end papers, and I've done it at the back as well, a bit more simply though. And all I did is I just got some scrapbook paper, cut it to size, rounded the corners, stuck it in, loads of die cuts and stuff all over it, made a little pocket, and I Mod Podged the whole thing just to seal it and make it more secure. So then in this pocket I made some little, these are from the Cocoa Daisy printables, and my intention was I was going to make a list of all of my entries and kind of almost like a library card effect, but yeah, it didn't really happen. I will do it though. And then I've got some tip-ins as well, just for little things that are prompts, so that if I'm not sure what I want to journal, I've just got some options and some prompts there to sort of start me off. So I just like to keep those in there. And then this is definitely the one where I started a lot of watercolouring, so you're going to see a lot of watercolour in the entries. And if there are any that you see and you want to know more about, feel free to leave me comments down below and I'll try and answer and give you a bit more information if you'd like. So we're literally just going to go through. So in Genesis, we've got a bit about creation, and then some about Noah. And again, you'll be able to pause if you want to have a look at these in more detail. And then Abraham, and those entries were both from A Heart That Receives, the devotional kit from Illustrated Faith. This one was part of the Free to Flourish. Really liked that entry. I was really enjoying using that stamp and watercolouring. And that's actually Pit Pens though, which again I have a video that shows you how to do that. And then a very simple entry, partly because I think I'd packed most of my stuff up, and I've actually left myself quite a lot of space because I wanted to go back to that and add some more, because that's quite a current entry, as you can see, for June, and I think there's a little bit more that I'm going to be going back and adding to that. And then yeah, not done a lot in any of those, have I? I really need to spend some more time in the history books. And then we come to this one, which was part of the Bible Journaling 101 series, Even When My Breath Is Weak I Will Sing, and that was done back in, oh my gosh, March. Wow, it doesn't feel that long ago. Whew, time flies. And our next entry, oh yeah, it went a bit yellow. In Esther, yeah, I wasn't very happy with how that came out in the colours, but I tried to stamp with pen and it went a bit wrong. But you know what, that's fine, because it was a bit of kind of experimenting really. And then we come to Psalms, and this was a bit of a prophetic picture that Lord gave me, and so there's a lot written on that, an awful lot written on that. And then we've got a bit more in Psalms, so a bit about rest in Him. Really, again, playing with watercolours lots in here. And then Thrive, what are you going to be? Aha, here we go. So this has actually been 2 entries done at different times, but what I decided to do was to do kind of the same sort of background to try and tie it all in. And again, there's journaling underneath and all sorts of things going on there. I really like that spread. And then in this one, oh, I was thinking about my daughterling, my Eleanor, in Psalm 139, and she said to me, what she said, she asked me if babies in their mother's womb still have souls. And yeah, it was just a really special conversation that we had, so I wanted to record that. And then where do we come next? Oh, you see, I had a real thing for this stamp, and these colours, it just, oh, really got me. Absolutely loved it. And again, another one there. And coming through again, we come into Isaiah, and that's got journaling underneath. Again, I like using these tip-ins as ways to create space, because you can journal on the back of the tip-in and on the page, so you double your space. And now where are we going next? Then I've got a big chunk that I've not really touched in the Prophets. I need to get back into there. and then Zephaniah, and this is actually my most recent entry that I've done, and there's actually 2 tip-ins here, kind of taped back to back and then taped in, and so I've ended up with 1, 2, 3, 4 surfaces to write on because I had so much to write, but I like that it's just kind of, it's hidden a little bit because it's just between me and God, and yeah, it's kind of nice. And so yeah, then I did this as well, and this was my first kind of go at actually brush lettering in here and watercolouring something freehand. So yeah, I really enjoyed doing that. That was great. Right, where are we going next? Oh, it's a butterfly one. Yay! This is actually my Easter morning entry this year. A butterfly new life, and the disciples, they delighted in him, and I just thought, wow, what's my response? You know, do I delight in Jesus, or do I come thinking, oh, I've got to come? So just a bit of a thought-provoking one. And then we have one which I know has got quite a bit of journaling on the back of this, full page tipping, so I'm going to do that. But you can kind of see how I created a tag there, and then I've got all of this journaling going on as well. This was where I was really thinking about, you know, my purpose and what I'm here for and what God is wanting from me in this current season. Okay. I think that's quite a useful bit to see because you can see how things can, you know, shadow through a little bit. And then, yeah, one with just a bit of a mix of fonts. I think that's quite an early one. Yeah, it's a January entry. It's funny when you look at things, I can kind of go, yeah, that's an early one. And again, I was listening to a song by Bethel Music called Only Jesus. And I just felt prompted to journal that there. Another nice simple entry, just a tip in and a little bit writing on the back, and some different crosses and stickers and things. Yeah, I didn't gesso the page and it has bled through that bit. My gesso was packed up ready for the meetup. And then this one is a bit of a, yeah, I'm not sure about this entry. I love the sentiment, I really like the way this has happened, but I'm not happy about the paint all over the page. That's just not me. So yeah, probably won't do that kind of style again. And where are we next? No. I'm just going to shut my window because I think someone's about to start mowing the lawn. Okay, window is closed, so that shouldn't bother us too much. Definitely lawn mowing weather, isn't it, at the moment? So then we've got this one, which is from February, when I was thinking about, yeah, it's just audience of one, focus on Lord. That's what I do things, who I do things for. And then another one with some watercolours and some stamps from Creative Bee, which are absolutely lovely. And this was journaled on the 23rd of May after Manchester. After the bombing there, and I just written on a day when all I can do is cry out to you, Lord, give us your peace, your truth and power to persevere. You know, because it's heartbreaking. It's absolutely heartbreaking. So there we go. Where are we going next? We're going into Peter. And another quite an early one with those stamps. And there was a real shift. I felt a real shift around March in my style and kind of technique and things. Yeah, you could probably see it. Yeah, that's March the 16th, and then a week or so later you've got, well, March 27th. So yeah, there was just a bit of it all seemed to change a bit, which I found quite interesting, which was really interesting, especially when I was thinking about worship and my purpose and things, because it was almost like God went, right, here you go then, here's the next bit of what you can do and create. So that was really cool. So there we go. So that is my sort of almost halfway point in my Bible for this year. I want to spend some more time in the areas where I've not got so many tabs sticking up. So yeah, I definitely want to do that, because it's really interesting seeing which parts I'm spending more time in and which parts I'm not spending so much time in. And perhaps that's a seasonal thing. You know, there are always words for seasons, aren't there? And there's times that we spend a lot of time in Psalms, for example, or I certainly have. There's been times where I spent a lot of time in Exodus and things last year. So yeah, intrigued to see what this will look like by the end of the year. So I hope you've enjoyed that, and yeah, if you've got any questions or anything, just leave them down below and I will gladly try and answer them. Thanks for watching and take care for now. Bye.